Good morning mga ka-TESDA! Welcome sa ating programang sa TESDA Kayang-Kaya na napapanood nyo po live sa ating TESDA Facebook page at napapakinggan sa DWWD Armed Forces Radio, ang boses ng Kawal Pilipino. Ako po ang inyong ka-TESDAng Reggie Duran.
At ako naman po ang inyong ka-TESDAng Millie Bungkasan. Good morning mga ka-TESDA! Patuloy nyo po kaming samahan sa umaga nito para sa balitaan at talakayan sa mga kaganapan dito sa TESDA.
Kasama po natin ngayon sa technical side na Sir Roger Llovet, Sir Waller Lau, Sir Bob Maltista, Ma'am Fiona Repelente at Ma'am Cristel Dilan. Nakantabay naman ang ating mga social media officers para sa inyong mga inquiries sa ating live stream dito po sa TESDA Facebook page.
Sa ikalawang bahagi ng ating programa ay ang ating interview kay TESDA Partnerships and Linkages Office Executive Director, Attorney Gio Franco Gomez.
Sa TESDA,
Pero bago po tayo magpatuloy sa ating programa, batiin po muna natin ang ating mga masusugid na tagapakinig. Gusto ko po sanang batiin ng happy birthday ang lolo po ni Carl Santiago. Ayan, happy birthday kay Tatay Eliseo. Happy birthday po, Tatay Siyong.
happy birthday po! Maalab naman ang pagbati ng isang happy birthday sa ating Director General ng ating ahensya ng TESDA, kay Secretary Kiko Benitez. Happy birthday po sa Kiko at maraming salamat po sa inyong sipag at talino na siya namang nagiging inspirasyon naming lahat na mga kawani dito sa TESDA. At syempre higit sa lahat, as I always say, thank you for making TESDA look really good. Again, happy birthday po sa Kiko!
Happy birthday po sa Kiko! At gusto po sana naming batiin ng happy birthday ang aming Executive Director dito po sa
Yes.
Public Information Office, Executive Director Floramel Joy Songsong. Happy birthday po, ED Joy!
Happy birthday po, Boss Joy! At yan. Siyempre, bukod sa mga pagbati, meron din po tayo mga katanungan mula sa ating mga manonood at tagapakinig.
Mula po kay Melogen Estoya, gusto ko po sana mag-enroll, hindi ko po alam kung may malapit na TESDA dito sa amin. Ang location ko po ay sa Pasong Buaya 2, Imus, Cavite.
Hi Melogen, maraming salamat sa iyong katanungan. Para po sa mga available TESDA courses at scholarship na program sa inyong lugar, makipag-ugnayan lamang po sa ating TESDA Provincial Office dyan po sa Cavite upang kayo po ay kanilang ma-assist. Sila po ay matatagpuan sa Cavite Provincial Office, Provincial Capital Compound, dyan po sa 13 Martires City, Cavite. Ang kanila pong numero ay ang area code ay 046 at ang numero ay 419-2421 at another number ay 419-0228 at ang pangatlong number ay ang 419-2646. Pwede rin po kayo mag-email sa region4a.cavite@tesda.gov.ph. Pwede rin po ninyong i-download ang ating TESDA Skills Passport app sa Google Play Store at Apple App Store, ang all-in-one para sa learning certification at job opportunities. Muli, paalala lamang po sa ating mga kababayan na mag-iingat po tayo mula sa mga scammers o fake pages po na nagpapanggap na TESDA. Tandaan po natin na ating mga serbisyo dito sa TESDA ay libre po at hindi po humingi ng bayad. Kapag humingi po ng bayad, naku, siguradong scam po yan, kaya dobleng pag-iingat po. At para masigurong legit at verified ang inyong mga national certificates, maaari rin po gamitin ang ating TESDA Skills Passport app kung saan makikita ang inyong mga official credentials. Ligtas ito, madaling dalhin at maaari ninyong ma-access kahit saan, kahit kailan.
Samantala, atin po muna silipin ang mga pangunahing test updates mula sa ating mga TESDA Information Officers.
Mga maiinit na balita at kaganapan ihahati ng TESDA Information Officers mula sa iba't ibang panig ng bansa. Ito ang TESDA Update.
Skills training sa Cagayan, mas paiigtingin sa tulong ng PSB. TESDA update mula kay Analiza Hayona ng TESDA Cagayan.
TESDA Update.
Narito ang pinakabagong balita mula sa TESDA Cagayan Provincial Office. Inaprubahan ng Provincial School Board ng Cagayan ang mahalagang inisyatiba para sa pagpapalawak ng community-based training ng TESDA sa isinagawang espesyal na pagpupulong noong 28 ng Abril na taong kasalukuyan sa Governor's Office Conference Hall sa Tuguegarao City. Kabilang sa mga paunahing na pagkasundaan ang paglalaan ng halagang 300,000 piso mula sa pamahalang panlalawigan ng Cagayan upang suportahan ang mga programa ng Technical Education and Skills Development Authority. Gagamitin ang pondong ito para sa pagsasagawa ng community-based training para sa mga alternative learning system o ALS learners at iba pang special clients na layong mapalawak ang akses sa technical at vocational na edukasyon sa lalawigan. Ayon sa mga opisyal, makakatulong ang inisyatibang ito sa pagpapalakas ng inclusive skills development at pagpapabuti ng employability ng mga benepisyaryo sa pamamagitan ng mga lokal na training interventions. Samantala, naprobrahan din ng PSB ang tulong pinansyal para sa delegasyon ng Cagayan sa Plarong Pambansa 2026 na gaganapin mula Mayo 22 hanggang 30 sa Agusan del Norte na sasagot sa mga gastusin sa pagsasanay at kompetisyon. Dumalo sa nasabing pagpupulong sina TESDA Cagayan Provincial Director Henar Ronald C. Ibay at TESD Specialist 2 Analiza E. Hayona na aktibong nakibahagi sa talakayan hinggil sa pagpapaigting ng mga programang pangkasanayan sa lalawigan. Binigyang diin ng mga opisyal ang kahalagahan ng patuloy na koordinasyon ng mga ahensya at stakeholder upang maitiyak ang epektibong pagpapatupad ng mga programang pang-edukasyon at pangkabataan. Ito ay patunay ng patuloy na pagsuporta ng pamahalaan sa skills education, skills training at sports development para sa bawat Cagayanong. Mula sa TESDA Cagayan Provincial Office, ako si Analiza Hayona, nag-uulat para sa TESDA Kayang-Kaya.
TESDA Update. TESDA Update.
Maraming salamat Analiza ng TESDA Cagayan. Samantala, 54 senior citizens sa Dumaguete sinanay ng TESDA sa food processing and food safety. TESDA update mula kay Maria Evelyn Tuisa ng Negros Oriental.
TESDA Update. TESDA Update.
Matagumpay na isinagawa ng Provincial Training Center Dumaguete ang isang community-based training program para sa 54 na senior citizens mula sa iba't ibang barangay sa lungsod ng Dumaguete noong April 14, 2026. Tampok sa nasabing pagsasanay ang paggawa ng siomai, puto cheese at tocino, mga produktong madaling ihanda, abot kayang puhunan at may mataas na potensyal na pagkakitaan sa lokal na merkado. Bukod dito, isinama rin sa programa ang pagsasanay sa tamang paglalapat ng food safety at sanitation. Tinuruan ang mga kalahok na wastong paghahanda, paghawak at pag-iimbak ng pagkain upang matiyak ang kaligtasan at kalidad ng mga produktong kanilang gagawin, isang mahalagang aspeto lalo na kung ito ay ibebenta sa publiko. Pinangunahan ng aktibidad ni PTC Dumaguete Center Administrator Gisela A. Ocarisa, katuwang ang Office for Senior Citizens Affairs ng LGU Dumaguete. Layunin ng programang ito na bigyan ng mga senior citizens ng pagkakataong matuto ng mga praktikal na kasanayan na maaari nilang magamit upang makapagsimula ng maliit na negosyo o makadagdag sa kanilang pang-araw-araw na kita. Higit pa sa kabuhayan, itinataguyod din ng inisyatibong ito ang konsepto ng active aging o aktibong pagtanda, sa pamamagitan ng patuloy na pagkatuto at pakikilahok sa mga gawain, napapanatili ang sigla ng isip at katawan ng mga senior citizens. Nagkakaroon din sila ng mga pagkakataong makipag-ugnayan sa kapwa, magbahagi ng karanasan, at muling maramdaman ang kanilang mahalagang papel sa komunidad. Ang mga ganitong programa ay patunay na ang edad ay hindi hadlang sa pagiging produktibo. Sa halip, ito ay isang yugto ng buhay na maaari pa rin maging makabuluhan, aktibo at puno ng oportunidad, lalo na kung may sapat na suporta mula sa pamahalaan. Mula sa Negros Oriental, ito po si Maria Evelyn A. Tuisa para sa TESDA Kayang-Kaya.
TESDA Update. TESDA Update.
Maraming salamat, Maria Evelyn ng Negros Oriental. Samantala, TESDA pinalalakas ang hanay ng child development workers sa bansa. TESDA update mula kay Eileen Sab ng TESDA Central.
TESDA Update. TESDA Update.
Mahigit 2,000 child development workers na ang nakapagtapos sa Early Childhood Care Development Services NC3 program ng Technical Education and Skills Development Authority o TESDA. Batay sa pinakahuling datos ng TESDA, nasa 2,189 trainees na ang nakakumpleto ng programa mula sa kabuuang 3,417 enrollees sa buong bansa. Layunin nitong palakasin ang hanay ng mga kwalipikado at sertipikadong child development workers na magbibigay ng dekalidad na serbisyo sa kanilang mga komunidad. Okay. Ayon sa TESDA, ang patuloy na pagdami ng mga nagtapos sa ECCD program ay sumusuporta sa layunin ni Pangulong Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. na gawing mas accessible ang kalidad ng healthcare, nutrition at maagang edukasyon para sa mga batang Pilipino, lalo na sa mga kanilang formative years. Binigyan diin ni TESDA Secretary Kiko Benitez ang mahalagang papel ng mga ECCD graduates sa pagpapabuti ng kalidad ng pangangalaga at development support para sa mga bata. Aniya, mahalagang mapalakas ang hanay ng mga child development workers upang makatulong sa paghubog ng kabataan at mas mapalapit ang mga serbisyo sa mga pamilyang Pilipino. Ang pagpapalawak ng programa ay kasunod ng pagpapatupad ng Republic Act No. 12199 o ang Early Childhood Care and Development System Act na nilagdaan noong Mayo 2025. Layunin ng batas na palakasin ang mga programa sa maagang edukasyon, kalusugan at nutrisyon para sa mga batang mulang kapanganakan hanggang 5 taong gulang. Sa ilalim ng batas, pangunahing tungkulin ng TESDA ang pagsasanay, competency assessment at certification ng mga ECCD workers upang matiyak ang dekalidad na serbisyo sa buong bansa. Isa sa mga nagtapos sa programa, si Mary Jane Tayo Narag, isang child development worker mula sa Santa Catalina, Zamboanga City. Ayon sa kanya, malaki ang naitulong ng TESDA training sa pagpapalawak ng kanyang kaalaman at kasanayan sa pamamagitan ng hands-on training at actual assessment. Dagdag pa niya, mahalagang maipadala ng mga magulang ang kanilang mga anak sa child development centers upang matiyak ang kanilang pagkatuto, pakikisalamuha sa kapwa-bata at sa tamang nutrisyon. Patuloy naman ang TESDA sa pagpapalawak ng ECCD training program sa iba't ibang bahagi ng bansa upang makapagsanay ng mas marami pang skills at compassionate child development workers para sa ganap na pagpapatupad ng ECCD System Act. Mula sa TESDA Central Office, ito po si Aileen Sab para sa TESDA, Kayang-Kaya.
TESDA Update. TESDA Update.
Maraming salamat Eileen ng TESDA Central. At yan ang ating naging TESDA update sa umagang ito. Maraming salamat mga ka-TESDA sa patuloy na pag-antabay sa mga updates mula sa iba't ibang bahagi ng bansa. Nais din nating pasalamatan ng ating mga TESDA Information Officers na nag-ulat ng ating mga updates sa umagang ito. Ako po muli ang inyong ka-TESDAng Reggie Duran.
At ako naman po ang inyong katesdang Mili Bungkasan. Susunod na po ang ating interview kay TESDA Partnerships and Linkages Office Executive Director, Attorney Gio Franco Gomez. Standby lamang kayo dyan, mga katesda.
President has asked to ensure that TESDA both
Kayo pa rin na nakikinig sa ating programang sa TESDA Kayang-Kaya Live sa DWDD Armed Forces Radio, ang boses ng Kawal Pilipino. At syempre, napapanood sa ating TESDA Facebook page. Ito pa rin po ang inyong katesdang Reggie Duran.
At ako naman po ang inyong katesdang Mili Bungkasan. Sa bahaging ito ng ating programa ay pag-uusapan naman natin ang pakikipag-partner ng TESDA sa iba't ibang kumpanya at industriya.
Itong nakaraang linggo, nasaksihan natin ang maraming signing ng Memorandum of Agreement at Memorandum of Understanding ng ating ahensya ng TESDA kasama ang ating Secretary Kiko Benitez. Layon nito na mas mapalawak pa ang serbisyo ng ating ahensya sa iba't ibang kumpanya at industriya. At kaugnay nga nito, makakasama natin ang Executive Director ng TESDA Partnerships and Linkages Office, walang iba kundi ang ating kaibigan na si Attorney Gio Franco Gomez. Good morning sa iyo, Attorney Gio, at welcome dito sa ating programa.
Good morning po sa ating lahat.
And before anything else po, Attorney, baka po meron po kayo gustong batiin or i-shoutout po na nanonood sa atin ngayon.
Oo nga, lalo lang kakakasal lang.
Ayan.
Ganon.
Binuko agad eh. Sorry, Attorney.
Hindi, okay lang. No, first of all, gusto ko batiin yung PLO family.
Yes.
Syempre, I'm relatively new to the PLO, but talagang welcome, open arms nila kung tinanggap o tinatanggap Oo, hindi ko alam kung napipilitan lang sila. Pero hindi, it's been a pleasure working with the Partnerships and Linkages Office. So shout out sa PLO, napakasipag na and very competent actually na Partnerships and Linkages
Shoutout sa inyong
Office.
lahat. Dati kong office yan, sir.
Yun nga, sir. Oo.
Before ako pumunta dito sa public information. Hinihiram kasi nila ako parati kaya in-applyan ko na.
No, I
pumunta
think
dito.
sobrang interlinked nung trabaho natin. Oo, 'di ba?
Yeah, totoo yun,
Public
totoo.
information and partnerships, no. But obviously may kanya-kanya na yung expertise, so kaya siguro separate talaga yung.
Pero you are not new sa public service, 'di ba? Sa government service.
Yes,
Kasi
sir.
before TESDA,
Correct.
ano po ba yung ano nyo?
So
Yung experience?
before becoming executive director of PLO, I was working directly with the secretary Kiko Benitez. Ang title ko po nun ay executive assistant for industry partnerships. So already working,
Akma, no?
Yes.
already working with the PLO, with the partnerships cluster through under DDG Nelly. For the since October. But prior to that, I was with the Department of Trade and Industry.
Oo
Mga
nga.
kaibigan natin sa DTI. Dati ang TESDA under DTI, di ba? There was a time.
Yes.
So,
Tayo din pala.
Correct. So sa DTI naman po, I had the pleasure of working with industry directly. No, particularly the creative industries na medyo sumisikat ngayon.
Yes.
Yes.
No? So I
Kaya
was
laman ng Instagram at TikTok. ng
hindi,
DTI.
hindi naman. Pero kami yung nagbigay buhay dun sa tinatawag na Philippine Creative Industries Development Act, which is a
thank
law
you
that
po.
was created for creatives talaga nung 2022. Which brings me to, prior to DTI, sa Kongreso po ako, sa Kamara, sa House of Representatives po ako nagtrabaho under Congressman Toff de Venecia.
Okay, oo, tama.
Ng champion ng Philippine Creative
That's
Industries.
Yes, thank you so much
Pangasinan,
po.
right?
Pangasinan 4th District.
4th District,
Including
yes, oo.
Dagupan, San Fabian.
Oo, welcome to TESDA, sir, and thank you for bringing
Yes. And
decades of experience.
Opo,
Decades.
talagang for the partnerships talaga si
lalo na sa
attorney.
talagang may strengthen na
Opo.
ating partnership.
Yes, and sir, for the knowledge po no ating mga manonood, maaari nyo pong i-explain or ipaliwanag lang din po kung ano po ba yung mandate or yung role po ng ating PLO.
Correct. Minsan I call us the sales office of TESDA, no? Kasi external eh.
Yes.
So, matindi yung produkto na dinedevelop ng TESDA through our TRs, our mga CS, our scholarships, no? We go out to partner with different institutions, whether government or private
That's right.
sector, to enhance yung mga produkto na yon. So, I always like to think that PLO is a support office of the planning office, certification, QSO, even scholarships, no, for different. So, yun, parang we are trying to, I call it, supercharge what TESDA is already doing through partnerships. Basically, yun ang parang, it's not the official mandate, but it's how pagising ko sa umaga, yun ang inisip ko. How can we, through partnerships, how can we enhance the services of TESDA?
Enhancement.
And super essential yung yun, front-facing na kayo. And at the same time, you keep us updated sa ating mga
Yes.
courses, no? Because you engage with industry and kasi nakwento mo kanina, no? May engagement kayo with particular companies and at the same time may engagement tayo with associations and
Yes,
industry
yes.
boards. So.
And even government agencies. So in fact, before this show, I was in a meeting. Iniwan ko sila actually. I was in a meeting. It's an ongoing partnership that we have with the tourism industry. So sa tourism industry, we have the industry TVET board, which is right now ang convener natin dyan yung tinatawag na tourism industry board foundation, yung TIBFI.
TIBFI,
Oo.
yes. So, okay na
Doc Tina
Tina Aquino.
Yes. So, nandyan siya. Nandito siya sa TESDA ngayon. And then we also have the tour operators or PhilTOA, Philippine Tour Operators Association.
Nice.
So, nandyan sila ngayon. But, nandyan din syempre ang DOT, ang Department of Tourism. So, ngayon, kasama ang QSO, ang Planning Office, PLO lang nagfa-facilitate. Pero
I
syempre,
see, opo.
pinagtutulungan nila ngayon, we're trying to develop naman micro-credentials for tourism. Paano So ganun, parang it's not just industry but also other government agencies who have siguro more expertise and mandate dun sa mga specific sectors na
Speaking of
tinutulungan natin.
other government agencies, last week we had a series of
Yes.
memorandum of agreements and memorandum of understanding signing, no? Nakasama
Yes.
natin yung MINDA, no?
Yes.
Maaari nyo ba kaming kwentuhan ano yung mga significant na mga development dito, and what will be the ano yung benepisyo na matatanggap ng ating mga kababayan tungkol sa mga partnership
So
nito?
MINDA is a specialized government agency that basically
MINDA is
Mindanao Development Authority.
Yes.
So from the word itself, its primary goal is economic and socio-economic development ng Mindanao as a region, no.
Yes.
Particularly, I think they're also focused on the BIMP Ayaga region.
Yes, oo.
Which kasama natin ang Indonesia, yung even Malaysia.
BIMP-Iaga is Brunei Darussalam, Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines.
Yes.
Tapos Iaga, East Asia Growth Area.
Correct. Galing mo, sir.
Okay, dahil nga, 1
BIMP-Iaga.
point.
1 point for initialisms.
So, yun. Of course, any development plan needs a workforce requirement. Oo. So, kadalasan nakakalimutan, no. Ang nakikita natin sa headlines are the investments, which are important obviously, no. But minsan kasi yung mga pangarap natin para sa isang development area, minsan naiiwan sa pangarap kasi kulang pala tayo ng skills, kulang pala tayo ng mga taong susuporta. Dun sa,
yung talagang
Opo.
workforce on the ground, no, yung mga ganyan.
So any development, paniniwala ko lang naman po na any development plan that does not have a workforce component, hindi siya as inclusive, no? Kasi syempre you want the development to improve the lives of the people in the community, for example, and that's only possible if they're included in the workforce. So with the MINDA, it starts with planning, as lahat dito sa TESDA, it always has to start with planning. Kasi ang tanong diyan, may trabaho ba diyan? Nandyan ba yung mga taong pwedeng kumuha ng trabaho na yon? If may gaps, then that's where TESDA comes in. And that's where our investments, not just in scholarships, no, which is, di ba, our biggest pocket right now and our biggest contribution, but syempre we will deploy our people to develop the standards.
Yes.
We will also promote or we will also invest in training centers.
That's right.
Trainers, assessors, alam natin yung lahat, diba? So, kaya it has to start with the right planning, so that we're investing in the right equipment, in the right people, and of course, the right scholarship programs.
Sir, ano po ba yung objectives ni TESDA po sa pagpili po natin ng mga industry, institutional partners na makakasama po natin?
So, I mentioned 3 general partners that we usually work with, no. So government, the second one is I call them industry titans, no. So expand ko later, pero basically hindi kasi pwedeng any industry player lang ang i-partner natin.
Totoo yan.
Yes.
We also have to kailangan mapili din tayo sa partners natin, no. While inclusive tayo sa programs, but when we partner, hindi naman pwedeng lahat, di ba? And then finally, the civil society organizations. So, right now, PLO has specific objectives for each type of partner. So, for government, we want to improve the delivery of public services, essentially. So, we want to partner with agencies that work directly with the public, no, and have a direct impact to the public, tulad ng TESDA.
Right.
Diba? So, to give you an idea, right now, actually, we're building a consortium of government partners na merong financing.
May financing aspect,
yes,
component.
So, meaning to say, kasi we are not only promoting training to trabaho, we're also promoting training to negosyo. Diba? For small business. So, after you undergo training through TESDA, pwede ka din naman magtayo ng sariling negosyo. But you cannot do that without, of course, may skills ka na, pero kung wala ka namang datung, kung wala kang pangkapital, it can only go so far. So, forthcoming yan. Siguro in the next month or so, we will be partnering with, ayoko munang siguro sa next
preempt.
guesting.
Yes, sa next guesting. Kaya magkakautang ka sa amin.
Magkakautang. So, we wanna create these partnerships with government agencies in the financing, that have financing services for, saka hindi to, hindi to bank type of financing. These are, in a way, social financing kasi soft loans, ang collateral mo, either walang collateral or parang, yung isang tinitingnan namin
hindi business ang hindi business ang
Habol ng financing.
or hindi siya big business. Kumbaga pang simula talaga. Yung isa natin tinitingnan, yung skills ba natin, pwede ba yung in a way collateral? 'Di ba? Kasi ang collateral,
That's right.
'di ba? Parang collateral may lupa ka,
Human capital.
pag di mo nabayaran, kunin ko yung lupa. Pero in a sense, kasi ang alam ng bangko, may value yung lupa. Pero may value din ng skills, may value din ng certifications. Alam natin yan sa TESDA. So pwede ba yung may economic value na para maging collateral ng mga financing companies. So for government partnerships yun. Sorry ang haba ng explanation ko for the first part. Yung second one, of course, industry titans, the giants. So, well, hindi naman part yan ng, ng capitalism is the best companies will really emerge on top, no? Sila yung mataas ang revenues, ang income, but you do not end up in the top of the companies if your standards are low, 'di ba? So the assumption is kapag lumaki ang kumpanya, ibig sabihin maganda yung standards na mine-maintain niya for operations but even for human capital development. So the assumption is meron silang mine-maintain na standards in developing products and of course yung karampatang workforce requirements. The idea is for TESDA to be able to learn from them and sabi nga ni Director Elcid ng QSO to adapt what is already being practiced. No? Kasi sa TESDA naman po we don't start from scratch. We talk to industry experts. But yun nga, if we can look for companies who are willing to share their knowledge and expertise in different workforce development areas, then kumbaga MOA tayo dyan. And then from the MOA we work together. And then finally, yung isang challenge ng TESDA these days is are our scholarship programs reaching the poorest of the poor? Yung mga nasa grassroots, yung mga nasa laylayan kung tawagin. We do that through our field offices, 'di ba? Ang mga provincial offices natin talagang gumagapang 'yan, 'di ba? Hanggang sa dulo ng mga bundok at mga tumatawid ng ilog para marating natin yung mga communities, no. Pero hindi rin natin matawaran na there are private organizations that are not profit oriented but mission oriented, and part of their mission would be to reach people who need help, no. So we also partner with them so that kung halimbawa merong kasi may kausap tayo, there's a group of women business leaders who already have adopted communities. So yung isa meron silang adopted community for abused women, so recovering abused women. Pasok na tayo doon. We don't have to, 'di ba, isa-isahin yung mga beneficiaries. So yun, may enhance natin yung capacity ni TESDA to reach these types of beneficiaries.
Nitong mga nakaraang linggo, nagsagawa tayo ng mga memorandum of signing, no, ng mga different companies. Can you give us a rundown of what are these companies at ano ang benepisyo na makukuha ng ating mga kababayan dito?
So kanina nabanggit ko ay work closely with the creative industry. So itong isang partner na to hindi siya bago. Yung Bio
Bio,
Manila.
yes.
Oo,
Bio Manila.
Oo.
Hi.
Oo.
Hi, Atty. Leo.
Shout out po. Sorry, ganun na. No, but Bio is
Bio the clothing company,
Yes,
right?
Bayo.
Company.
Bayo ay
Bayo.
damit in Ilonggo. Bayo. Yes.
I did.
Oh, okay.
Share ko, hindi ko po alam kung yun talaga yung nila,
Yeah,
goal.
but-
Pero
correct,
in
correct.
Ilonggo, it's Bayo is damit.
is the Met. So Bio obviously is it's a well-known brand, no, particularly for women's clothes. Of course, I have no opportunity to buy, no, but from afar, I'm a fan of the designs.
Yes.
But more than the designs, actually, is I'm also a big fan of their drive for sustainability.
Yes.
No, yung
Oo.
ganito kasi unfortunately most of our fabric is imported from abroad, no. So even if sometimes there are still factories naman who construct dresses and shirts, no, in the Philippines, yung tela imported na yan eh. But there ngayon marami namang companies are already investing in developing local fabrics, no, and Bio is actually one of them, no. But obviously they also have a push for sustainability. So problema ngayon, magsuot tayo ng damit, tapon, pamigay, fast fashion, no. So it's something that Bio is really pushing forward. So basically itong mga ganitong development we want to learn. Again, we want to learn from the best, no. Not just companies who rake in profits, but also have sustainable practices. So what we're hoping to do with Bio is, as you know, Tesla has a strong dressmaking program, no?
Nice.
Na medyo
Yes.
popular, no? And siguro it's a good time to mention the Women's Center, the Tesla Women's Center, which is actually the direct partner of Bio. So what Bio will provide is number one, of course, share their expertise in garments, manufacturing, fashion, but also circular economy. Yun nga, parang how do you integrate a business or normally malakas ang pollution from manufacturing garments, but yun nga, companies like Bio try to mitigate that, no, through their practices. So we want to learn from that so we can hopefully integrate it to our related courses like dressmaking, fashion design, and tailoring, for example. So that the knowledge sharing pa lang, kumbaga, paldo na si Tesda eh, kung matutunan natin yan from the likes of Bio. But
And maybe we'll soon have graduates na maging designers ng Bio, no?
that's the other
Yes,
one, no?
yes.
When we partner with these organizations, these companies, yung training to trabaho pathway na laging sinusulong ng Tesda, ni Sec Kiko, dumadali eh. Kasi because our trainers, our trainees, and even our trainers will now be exposed to industry standards. So, si industry naman, may kita niya na, since Tesda is already implementing their standards sa training pa lang, it's easier for them to actually spot mga learners and graduates who can actually eventually work for them. So that's the second one. It can be an employment pipeline for Tesla graduates. The third one is of course equally or similarly important to workforce is yung tinatawag natin sa Tesla na TEMs or tools, equipment, and materials, 'di ba? So pwede ka kasi mag-training, may trainer ka na expert, pero if you do not use the right tools na ginagamit sa workplace or at least at par with what they use in the workplace, baliwala. Kasi parang pag nag-aaral ka kasi ng equipment, medyo specific siya to the equipment. But one of the plans with Bio is for them to share ano ba yung business process nila, ano ba yung workflow nila. Then maybe we can, we're trying to explore if Bio can help improve one of our physical training rooms dito sa Women's Center.
Wow, bongga.
So, lalapit ang bio sa... Although, di ka makakabili dyan, pero at least makikita mo yung behind the scenes how they do the dresses, di ba? So, yun yung mga benefits no that we can actually get from a partnership like that with Bio. Similarly, so fashion, creative, doon naman tayo sa medyo kumaga shifting gears, no? Construction.
Construction, oo.
So, construction right now is undergoing a different type of shift, no? Kasi lumalabas na yung mga legitimate from the not so legitimate contractors.
Yes.
So, ang contractors naman...
Thanks to flood control.
Thanks to the flood control scandal, no? So, right now, nararamdaman ko po sa partners natin from the construction industry, they wanna prove themselves. Gusto nilang iparamdam na, teka muna, that's not the best representation of the construction industry. Because in fact, marami namang private may marami namang companies are really doing, best practice pagdating sa construction. Unfortunately, na-discourage na sila from working with the government. But they still do private developments, etc.
Yes.
Hilti is one of those companies that I don't know their history pagdating sa civil works and publicly funded projects, but Hilti is an international brand.
Multinational.
European yan.
Yes.
Liechtenstein ang pinanggalingan ng Hilti.
Wow.
And they deal with, well, of course, it's hard for me to represent, no, but basically construction materials. Yun ang area of focus nila and tools, no. And like I said earlier, you can train all you want, but if you're using equipment from 20 years ago, sayang yung training mo, diba? So Hilti will help us. We'll bring the standards of our tools to industry grade. Kung ano yung talagang ginagamit ngayon and siguro gagamitin in the future. So yun ang thrust ni Hilti is to really elevate the construction industry, at least from the workforce side, through the partnership with TESDA. Through Women's Center din siya.
Yes.
Galing.
Ang laki ng maitutulong nun kasi updated po yung knowledge ng ating mga trainees as well as maritime world skills, di ba? So once na nag-step sila into international competition and kunwari may nakaharap silang equipment na super latest, they're accustomed to it, no? Alam nila kung ano yung paano nagfa-function yung certain equipment. Kasi dito ba lang sa atin sa TESDA, updated na po tayo.
Yes. So, kaya shoutout talaga sa Women's Center. Kasi, of course, sa TESDA, we run our own training centers. We also regulate private training centers. TESDA is one of those that we run ourselves, Women's Center. Benchmark po yan. Hindi lang locally, kasi galing po ako ng Malaysia a few weeks ago. Sabi nila nakapunta na sila sa Women's Center at bilib na bilib sila. So, even internationally, benchmark po ang TESDA Women's Center. So, it's very important.
APAC ba naman eh?
Yes.
Platinum, no?
Oo.
Yun ang pinakamahalaga dun.
So, actually, if you ask me, of course, important yung TESDA Central Office partnerships kasi it provides the framework. But we also want to commend training centers, local, provincial, regional, even the private ones. Yung mga TESDA administered schools, the TTIs, sila ang dapat actually makipag-partner sa mga private, mga companies sa private sector. Kasi local and parang very specific. So, sa Women's Center nakikita natin how that works. Pero we have to continue replicating it across our training centers.
And of course, we've had partnership with the PAFI, Pamilyang Paaralang Agrikultura Foundation, no?
PAFI.
Pagdating naman sa agrikultura, ano po yung trust ng partnerships natin with them?
Obviously, agriculture remains one of our priority sectors sa TESDA. Nasa national TSD plan po natin yan. But obviously also, it's a big challenge to continue prioritizing agriculture. I'm not an expert in especially the science of it, no, but obviously one of the main challenges is promoting it to our young people.
Younger generation. Tumatanda na yung populasyon natin ng mga magsasaka, no?
Matanda na.
Actually, matanda
Pero
na.
feeling ko may magkakaroon ng resurgence niyan dahil sa social media, di ba?
Exactly. Parang ngayon, di ba, may mga influencer that are promoting sort of the yung farm
sila
life.
farm.
Farmer life, no?
yes, actually.
Correct, diba? So, PIPAFI is one of those organizations that continue to promote agriculture through training, actually. So, they're based in Batangas. Bisita tayo dun soon para makita natin
Yes,
how they train young the next generation of agriculturists and farmers, no. I think they have a push for kasi Batangas, so coffee is one of their primary yields, no. So PIPAFI is helping us reach those communities, these farmer communities. It's one of those civil society organizations. But ang maganda sa kanila, they also employ technology in agri. Kasi yun yung isang siguro nagde-discourage sa mga kabataan, no. Parang siguro ang image nila of agriculture is yung manual, everything manual, 'di ba? Although obviously it's still a big labor intensive industry. But if you use the right technology and the right science around agriculture, not only is it more productive, obviously, but in a way nagiging sexier din siya for
That's right.
for the young, diba?
IoT, no, Internet of Things at AI, no, pag-integrate
Implement mo sa
so isa
agri.
'yon sa mga thrust na pwede maging thrust nitong partnership.
Yes. We're
right.
learning a lot from them, actually. Yes.
And sir, syempre nabanggit nyo na rin po yung about sa isang partnership natin with Bayo. How do all these partnerships po, yung mga nabanggit nyo na rin po, nakakatulong sa realization po ng Training to Trabaho vision ni Sec Kiko Benitez?
So, yun nga, as I mentioned, no, the most effective training program, no, by the numbers, the data will always show that yung tinatawag natin na enterprise-based na training. So, obviously, we have a separate program for that. So, si Director Yan naman. So, shoutout din kay Director Yan. So, yun yung mga ka-cluster ko. Nabanggit ko na sila, di ba?
Yes, naging
Women's
guest namin
Center.
siya last time dito
So,
to explain about
the
EBET.
EBET. Kasi nga, the data shows that if your training has an enterprise component, so meaning to say, sige, mag-learn ka in the classroom, so you learn the theories, you sit down, pero if you actually practice it, hindi lang siya hands-on training, but if you actually go to the industry or go to the enterprise and work with the people who are already working there, mas mataas talaga yung chances mo for getting employment. So, that's possible through all of these partnerships, no? So, EBET is parang shortcut yan, parang cheat code yan actually, kasi yun nga, we incentivize enterprises to run their own training. And then
at nasa batas to yung
Yes.
EBET law.
EBET law, 'di ba? From a few years ago lang 'yan. Na si Sec din ang nagsulong yan nung congressman pa siya. But through these partnerships again, no, if we bring industry closer to what TESDA does.
Yun ang
and provides.
sasabihin ko kasi kayo engaged din kayo with the industry
Yes,
boards and
correct.
industry associations, no? How does TESDA go about partnering with them?
So, thank you for mentioning, Sir Reggie, ang industry TVET boards, no? It's I would say it remains to be an underutilized or underrated component of what TESDA does. Kasi alam niyo po ang role naman talaga ni TESDA from the very beginning is to make sure that our education system, our training system is close if not nearly identical to what industry actually needs. And the mechanism for that actually is the industry TVET board. Kasi of course, the TESDA board is comprised of both government and private sector representatives. Pero they can only do so much eh. Kaya gumawa tayo ng sector industry specific boards, no, which we call nga ITBs or industry TVET boards. So
Anong mga example nito?
The most active one so our industry TVET boards also reflect ano yung nasa priority sectors natin. Sa PLO actually, we're trying to focus also our efforts on the foundational sectors. ito po ay ano lang, no, parang this is more academic than anything. Of course, we support all of our industry boards to the extent that we can. Pero right now, one of thrust ko po to as director, we want to focus on the basics. Ano ba yung basics? Energy, health,
Right.
transportation. So, health kasi yun nga paano ang industry if your workers are not healthy essentially or do not have access to
Yes.
the best possible healthcare, 'di ba? So hindi yan uubra kung hindi din fully functional ang healthcare industry. So right now, pag industry TVET board kasi, of course we partner with the industry, pero we also designate what we call a convener. Si convener, siya yung private sector either company or association that kumbaga siya yung nagtitipon, convene that gathers the rest of the industry. So crucial si convener kasi kung hindi credible si convener,
That's right.
the rest will not follow. So I don't know kung narinig nyo na ang Unilab. So
That's right. That's right.
di ba? Kumbaga
Oo nga.
hindi mo matatawaran yung experience
Experience in the
and
industry.
and
no?
the credibility of the likes of Unilab, which is actually
Kilala ko yung mga ano dyan mga HR trainers.
diba? Tapos syempre yung gamot nila, yun ang mga binibili natin. So mapagkakatiwala ang brand, no? And we're actually kind of lucky kasi Unilab expanded to education already. So they have a separate unit for education. So yan ang tumutulong sa atin to convene the rest of the health sector. So through Unilab, meron tayong, so actually within the health sector, marami ng subsectors that we're already organizing. One is the pharmaceutical, dalawa pharma retail. So yan yung nagbebenta, the drugstores. So Watson's, South Star Drug, Generica.
Apo.
Siguro familiar tayo.
Yes,
diba?
oo.
Dyan tayo. Baka suki tayo ng mga
Suking-suki tayo.
yan ang mga, kumbaga, through Unilab's invitation, and of course, TESDA din naman, no? We were able to convince them to join the industry board. So, that's for pharma retail. We also have pharma manufacturing. So, ito yung behind the scenes, do. Lloyd Laboratories, Pascual Laboratories. Diba, medyo familiar yan sa atin. Kahit hindi sila yung humaharap sa na brands, alam natin yan kasi mga they're big in the space, no. Of course, Unilab is primarily a pharma manufacturer. Third is hospitals. So we're now partnered with the biggest, well, the more known ones, no. So Mount Grace is actually a Unilab subgroup. Ang Mount Grace, you have the likes of Capital Medical Center, Fedelmundo, mga NCR lang ito binabanggit ko, no? But nationally present din yan. You also have the Metro Pacific Hospitals. So you have Cardinal, etc., etc. So really, we want to make sure that the industry board's membership is credible and large enough to cover, several yun, kumbaga pagkakatiwalaan, di ba? And we want to replicate this across the different priorities. So the second one would be energy. So right now we're lucky kasi ang convener natin, baka din familiar kayo, Meralco.
Sobra po. Opo.
Itago natin
Opo.
sa
Lalo
pangalan,
na po
Meralco.
ngayong Mayo at June. Familiar po.
Pero Meralco has a power academy. So they're pushing also renewables. Diba? So yun, pinupush natin to make sure that we meet, kumbaga mataas ang demand ngayon for lalo na solar, installers, maintenance.
And sir, na-mention nyo rin yung transportation, no? Ano
yes.
yung...
So of course, transportation, madami yan. So
Oo,
meron
diba?
kang land, water, lalo na sa Pilipinas, water is very important. And then air, di ba? So, ang malaking,
Oo
malaki siya.
nga, malawak.
So, we were, right now actually, this could be a good opportunity. We're looking for partners, industry board
Yes.
members in the transportation industry. Although, we're already working with some of them. Kasi transpo, hindi lang tao.
Oo, logistics,
cargo,
no?
logistics. So, we're already working with the...
Ay, may ipapakilala ako sa
Ay,
inyo.
ganun,
Ako
sir.
rin
Very
parang
good.
may gusto rin ako ipakilala.
Ayan, paglabas natin. At least next week meron na tayong industry board for transpo. So, ang point lang namin siguro is since these are sort of foundational to the economy, di ba? Health, transportation and energy. These will support the rest of the priority sectors. Kasi pag maganda ang energy supply mo, better chances ka sa manufacturing. Yan ang pinakamalaking cost ng manufacturer's energy eh. So pag mababa natin yan, manufacturing can also follow. Although we do have manufacturing specific interventions as well. May ITB din yan. Ganun din sa BPO sector, the IT BPM. Health naman, di ba? Parang yun naman ang gusto mo, healthy ang mga BPO workers mo kahit na night shift yan. So kung maganda ang access nila sa healthcare, more chances of retaining our strength in this industry. Sa transpo naman, ang isang naisip kong matulungan ito, yung tourism natin. Kasi we can promote our sites, napakaganda ng mga isla natin. Pero kung to get there, it takes, di ba, 3 days tatawid ka ng bundok, sisisid ka just to get there. Although minsan worth it naman talaga, no. Pero if we can improve our transportation, I think it will very much also support another priority sector, which is tourism. So ganun namin siya ino-organize.
That's so nice. And of course, meron tayong hingan ka namin ng mensahe para sa ating mga potential industry partners at mga companies.
Yes.
Ano po yung pwede nating maibahagi sa kanila? Siguro, sir, short message to them to invite them to join TESDA in our endeavors.
Quick kwento kasi actually yung isang, hindi ko lang mangiting kung sino, no, one of our big companies na naka-meeting na natin, sabi nila, actually Attorney Gio, nung una skeptical kami to work with TESDA. Oo, siguro, I don't know, siguro yung branding ng TESDA, hindi pa din masyadong malinaw sa kanila, or siguro skeptical sila to work with government. But when they sat with us at nakita nila yung potential that we can really support their workforce, no? Hindi lang tayo pang welding, hindi lang tayo pang
Massage therapy, di ba? Hilot,
Bread and pastry.
Ang dami palang possibilities. Now, we wanna keep working with TESDA. So, sa mga nagdududa pa po, tupuan po natin. Give us a chance, no? Kami yung sales, so kahit kami yung pumunta sa inyong opisina to explain what TESDA does and what TESDA can offer, please open your doors for us. So
Yes. At para naman po sir, sa ating mga kababayan po, lalo na po sa ating kabataan, no, ano po ang mensahe pong maihahatid niyo po sa kanila?
Naku, para sa kabataan, naku, malapit to sa puso ko dahil parang, yun nga kayo ang kinabukasan and to be productive members of society, di ba? Wala kailangan mo ng skills, kailangan mo ng training, and you need experience with the industry. So, give TESDA a chance. Kahit na college graduate ka na, give TESDA a chance. Or siguro, marami akong kilalang ganito na nakapagtapos ng senior high pero wala pang budget for college, although pangarap nila mag-college. Give TESDA a chance, no? Short courses, pero very useful skills. And ang maganda nga po ngayon, meron na tayong EBET. So hindi na lang TESDA Training Center ang hanapin nyo. Hanap din kayo ng enterprises that are already working on EBET registered program. Tanungin nyo po yung mga field offices natin, your nearest TESDA office. They will point you to the right direction. Ako po mismo, ma-share ko lang mabilis. Yung anak ng mga kasama namin sa bahay, sabi ko, punta ka sa NCR, punta ka sa ganito. Huwag mo sabihin nakakilala kita, pero puntahan mo, experience mo. And I think mag-start na siya ng training sa IT. So, yun, kasi matagal na siyang dinedelay yung college kasi nga walang budget. Pero sige, TESDA muna tayo. So, ganun din po. Sana this is yun nga, we wanna reach especially the people who need it, yung kailangan talaga ng scholarship. Meron din tayong pa-allowance, di ba? So, konting sakripisyo pa, give TESDA a chance, and then, who knows, dito nyo makita yung true human potential nyo. So,
that's so nice. Very well said, sir. Naku, maraming
Thank you
salamat.
so much po.
Attorney Gio, no, sa isang message ko lang sa iyo at napaunlakan nyo kami sa inyong mga updates at ginagawa sa inyong opisina. Thank you so much po. At dyan po nagtatapos ang ating programa sa umagang ito. Nais po nating muling pasalamatan ang Executive Director ng TESDA Partnerships and Linkages Office, si Attorney Gio Franco Gomez.
Nais rin nating pasalamatan ang ating mga TESDA Information Officers na nagulat ng kanilang mga TESDA updates ngayong umaga. Maraming salamat din sa inyo mga ka-TESDA na tumutok sa ating programang sa TESDA Kayang-Kaya dito sa DWWD Armed Forces Radio, ang boses ng Kawal Pilipino.
Para sa iba pang update sa mga kaganapan sa ating ahensya, i-follow lamang po ang ating TESDA Facebook page at X account at mag-subscribe din sa ating TESDA official YouTube channel. Pwede rin po kayong tumawag sa ating TESDA hotline sa 8887-7777 o di kaya mag-text sa 0917-479-4370 o di kayo mag-email sa contactcenter@tesda.gov.ph. Sa ngalan po ng mga bumubuo ng TESDA Public Information Office, ako po ang inyong katesdang Reggie Duran.
At ako naman po ang inyong katesdang Millie Bungkasan.
Lagi po nating tatandaan basta't sama-sama
Sa TESDA, kayang-kaya.
President has asked